Hello, hi, Assalamualaikum, and very good morning to everyone. Okay, today we are going to cover 4.2 Transport of Water and Minerals. We are still in the chapter 4, the second subtopic. Okay, as you know, water is very important to the growth of the plant. Okay, why? Because water helps to move mineral salts from the soil to the stem and leaf. Okay, and then water also is very important for maintaining the turgidity of plant. So it will help the plants remain fresh. So that is a relation a little bit about the topic for today. For today, we are going to discuss how does water, how does water is moved through the xylem to the plant stems and then reach to the leaf of the plants, right? Okay, before that, let's go to the learning standard that you have to cover for today. There are about 4 learning standards that you have to cover for today. Number 1, describe the factors involved in the pathway of water and mineral salts from soil to the shoots. Okay, it is involved root pressure, capillary action, and transpirational pull. So we are going to discuss these 3 factors later. Okay, number 2, explain guttation in plants. Right? Okay, number 3, compare and contrast guttation and transpiration in plants. And then number 4, predict the condition of plants that do not undergo transpiration and guttation. Okay, let's go to the movement of water from the soil to the leaf. Yeah, so how does water move from the soil to the leaf? Okay, that is what we are going to discuss it now. Okay, so the movement of water helped by 3 factors. Okay, what are they? First, transpirational pull, and then followed by capillary action, and the third one is root pressure. Right? Okay, so there are 3 factors that help the water and mineral salts move from the soil to the leaf. Alright, okay, so we are going to discuss one by one. Yeah. Okay, please look at this figure first. Okay, as you can see, this is a plant. Okay, please look at the arrow here. Arrow here refer to the direction of water movement. Yeah, direction of the water movement, whereby at the root it has a high water potential, and at the shoot or at the leaf, there is low water potential. Okay, so what happened? What happened? Okay, in the root pressure occur. Here in the root pressure occur. And then in the stem, what happened? Capillary action occur. And then at the leaf, transpirational pull occur. Alright? Okay, so what is a root pressure? Root pressure move water from the soil into the xylem vessel of the root via osmosis. So it is a pressure that moves the water from the soil into the xylem vessels of the root. As you can see here from the figure, so this is referred to the water, water, okay. And then what happened to the water? Water move or diffuse into the root hair cells by osmosis. Osmosis, and create a root pressure. And then what happened to the water? Water move into the xylem vessels. Move into the xylem vessels. Okay, of the root. Okay, that is referred to the root pressure. Root pressure. It is a pressure that moves the water from the soil into the xylem of the root. Okay, alright. Okay, that is a root pressure. And then, number 2, what is a capillary action? Capillary action is produced from addition force and cohesion force of water molecules which move upwards, which move water upwards in the stem against gravity. Okay, capillary action we already discussed in the characteristics of water in the chapter 4 in form 4. You still remember the capillary action? Okay, later we will discuss more about the capillary action. Okay, so this one refer to the xylem vessel. Yeah, xylem vessels of the stem. Okay, what we can see here, there is a capillary action. Yeah, capillary action that produce from addition force and cohesion force of water molecules. Yeah, that make a pulling force. Yeah, that produce a pulling force to pull water up. Yeah, to the leaf. Okay, that is capillary action. Then, okay, transpirational pull. Yeah, transpirational pull produced when water that is evaporated from the stoma. Okay, pull water from the leaf. Okay, transpirational pull occur when the transpiration occur. Yeah, okay, what is transpiration? It is the loss of water in the form of water vapor. So when the water vapor is released to the surrounding, it will create a transpirational pool that pull the water from the xylem vessel of the leaf. Okay, that is referred to the transpirational pool. It is produced when water is evaporated from the stoma or when the transpiration occurs. Alright, okay, that is transpirational pool. Make sure you know the three factors that involve here that move the water from the soil to the leaf. Okay, what are they? Root pressure, capillary action, and transpirational pull. So it will pull the water from the root into the stem and then to the leaf. Okay, so that is referred to the movement of water from the soil to the leaf. Okay, now we are going to discuss how does water move from the soil to the xylem vessels. Yeah, okay. How does water move from the soil to the xylem vessel of the root? Okay, so now we are discussing that. Go to page 80 in your textbook. Okay, please look at the arrow here. The water diffuse into the root hair cells by osmosis. And then, so here is the bigger structure. Okay, bigger structure of the root cells. Cells. Okay. Alright. Okay, we start from number 1. Okay, what happened here? The water potential in the root hair cells is lower, compared to water in the soil. Okay, so why? Why the water potential in the root hair cell is lower? Why lower? Because mineral ions are actively pumped by the root hair cells into the bark and then cause the cell sub of the root hair to have a low water potential to the soil. Or in other words, the root hair cells is hypertonic, hypertonic to the soil, to the water in the soil. Alright, okay, so I repeat. Okay, what happened there? The root hair cells is hypertonic, to the soil. Okay, why? Because most mineral ions in the soil are actually actively pumped, into the root hair cells, by active transport. Okay, that is number 1. Okay, then what happened to the water? So water will move, water will diffuse, from the soil will diffuse into the root hair cells and epidermal cells by osmosis. Okay, go to the number 3. Okay, as you can see here, what happened here? The water diffuse, the water diffuse from the root hair cells into the cortex. Okay, so these are the cortex. Okay, move, and so the water move into the root hair cells, from the root hair cells into the cortex, by osmosis. Okay, number 4, yeah. So what is this? This is referred to the endodermis and pericycle here. Continuously to occur throughout the cortex, endodermis, and pericycle layer, and then it will enter into the xylem vessels. Okay, number 5, this will create a root pressure. Root pressure to push water into the xylems, xylem vessel of the root, and then into the xylem vessel of the stem. Okay, so that is what happened when the water moved from the soil to the xylem vessel. So these are the explanation of the process. Okay, so please read again and again until you all understand. Okay, then we move to the water movement in the xylem vessel of stem and leaf. Okay, how does water move in the xylem vessel? Okay, we go to the A, water movement in the xylem vessels of the stem. Yeah, water movement in the xylem vessels of the stem. Okay, look at the explanation here. For tall plants, root pressure cannot transport water to the leaf, especially the shoot. Yeah, because of the length of the plants is very high. Yeah, so it cannot reach to the shoot. Okay, therefore, the movement of water molecules in the xylem vessels is also helped by the capillary action of xylem. Yeah, okay, the movement of the water molecule in the xylem vessel in the stem is helped by capillary action of xylem that produced by addition and cohesion force. Yeah, addition and cohesion force, and also transpirational pull. Okay, so what is the capillary action? Capillary action is produced by addition and cohesion force. Okay, so what is addition and cohesion force? Okay, addition force refers to the force between water molecules and the wall of the xylem. Okay, so these are referred to the addition force. Okay, what about cohesion force? Cohesion force is a force between water molecules. Okay, so these two types of force will produce a pulling force. Yeah, creates a pulling force which continuously move water in the xylem vessel. Okay, so that is referred to the capillary action. Yeah, capillary action. Okay, then we go to the B, water movement in the xylem vessels of the leaf. Okay, so when transpiration process occur, water diffuse out as water vapor from the spaces between the cells to the surrounding through open stoma. Okay, that is referred to the transpiration process. Then spongy mesophyll cells lost water and they have low water potential towards adjacent cell. Adjacent cell refer to the neighboring cell, cell yang bersebelahan. Okay, then water molecules diffuse from neighboring cells to the spongy mesophyll cells by osmosis. Okay, so this movement produces a force called a transpirational pull. That pulls water molecules in the xylem vessel of the leaf to the outside of the leaf. Okay, that is referred to the transpirational pull. Okay, as you can see here, so these are referred to the xylem vessels. In the xylem vessels, there is water. So when transpiration occur, when the transpiration occur, it will create a transpirational pool. Yeah? Why? Because the spongy mesophyll cells have low water potential, yeah, than the adjacent cell. So it will pull the water from the adjacent cell, and the water diffuse into the spongy mesophyll cell by osmosis. Then it will create a transpirational pool here when it pulls water from the xylem vessel to the outside to the outside of the leaf. Okay, that is referred to the transpirational pool. Okay, next we move to the guttation in plants. Okay, so what is guttation? Yeah? Guttation is a secretion of water droplets. Ya. Water droplets. Apa maksud water droplets? Titisan air. Ya. Okay, I repeat. The guttation is a secretion of water droplets through a special structure at the end of the leaf veins, ya, without involving the stomata. Ya, without involving the stomata, caused by a high root pressure. Okay, that is a guttation. Yeah, what is a guttation? A secretion of water droplets through a special structure at the end of the leaf vein without involving the stoma, caused by a high root pressure. Okay, guttation occurs when root pressure is high, yeah, and the rate of transpiration is low. Yeah, okay. So this will occur when the loss of the water vapor is low. Okay, guttation usually occurs at night and early morning. Yeah, okay, at night and early morning when the air humidity is high and the surrounding temperature is low. The root pressure form push water to the leaf and stems of the plant. Okay, so these are example of the guttation process. Yeah. Okay, so these are also the guttation process. Okay, we look at the comparison between the guttation and transpiration. Okay, so these are the guttation. Okay, and the transpiration. So what is transpiration? It is referred to the process of water loss in the form of water vapor through the stoma. Okay, what is a guttation? It is a secretion of water droplets without involve the stoma. Okay, we look at the similarities. Both processes occur through the leaf. Here, through the leaf. The second, both processes cause permanent water loss from the plant. Okay, permanent water loss. Okay, differences. Guttation happens at night and early morning. Okay, transpiration happens on hot and windy days. Okay, guttation only happens in herbaceous plants. Okay, transpiration happens in all plants. Yeah. Water is released in the form of water droplets in the guttation, whereby in transpiration, water is released as water vapor. Okay, next, water is released through a special structure at the end of the leaf vein, yeah, for the guttation. For the transpiration, water is released through stomata. Okay, next, guttation happens when root pressure is high. Yeah? For the transpiration, it is controlled by the stomatal opening and closing. Okay, last one, guttation release water that is rich in minerals. Yeah? Okay, transpiration release pure water, which is in the form of water vapor. Okay, so that is referred to the similarities and differences between guttation and transpiration. Okay, next we look at the conditions of plants that do not undergo transpiration and guttation. Okay, we want to focus to the effect, effect of the plant that do not undergo transpiration and glutation. Okay, first, effect towards plant that do not undergo glutation. Yeah, without glutation, effective root pressure cannot be maintained. Yeah, effective root pressure cannot be maintained. Okay, therefore, water absorption by root hair cells is disrupted in the surrounding with a high relative humidity. Yeah, with high relative humidity. Alright, okay, that is referred to the effect towards plants that do not undergo glutation, whereby effective root pressure cannot be maintained. And second, without glutation, plant waste substances cannot be eliminated. Okay, next, if glutation does not occur, the leaf vein pressure becomes high and causes the leaf vein to burst. Yeah, this leads to the leaf being exposed to the pathogen and eventually fall. Okay, that is the effect towards plants that do not undergo glutation. We move to the effect towards plants that do not undergo transpiration. Okay, what happens if the plants do not undergo transpiration? Okay, first, without transpiration, optimum temperature of plants cannot be maintained. Yeah, increase in temperature can denature enzymes. Yeah, okay. So in what temperature? Yeah, usually at 60 degree Celsius. Yeah, and disrupt biochemical process, such as photosynthesis and respiration. Okay, second, without transpiration, mineral ions such as potassium ion cannot be transported from the root to the leaf for photosynthesis. Okay, third, without transpiration, water transport throughout the plants will be disrupted and causing the plant to wilt. Right? Okay, water transport throughout the plants will be disrupted. Okay, then last one, plants can die in the long run. Yeah, so eventually the plants can die. Okay, that is referred to the effects to the plants where it does not undergo transpiration. Alright, okay, that's all in the 4.2, transport of water and minerals in plants. Okay, I hope you all can study and watch the video many times until you all understand the concept in the 4.2. Okay, that's all for now. Thank you very much.